spiritual foundation.
That's right.
And I'm so glad you mentioned your pastor, First Lady, because that's important that they know you do have a base.
Yes,
a spiritual base.
That's correct.
And after high school, what did you do? How did you learn more about this stuff?
Well, I was blessed to meet some producers and celebrities, and I was able to intern with them, learn the art of behind-the-scenes production, and then I started writing. One thing led to another. As I got to a point after networking, I was able to do my first film. And I've done The Game and The Call. These were like independent films, but INIQUITY, the one we're talking about tonight, that's the first film that I launched out on. I'm doing very well with that.
Well, since you've been, amen, give him a round of applause. We'll talk about how well you're doing with that. Yeah. But first, I want to
so
that you can see a little clip from Joshua Coates' film, INIQUITY.
We're here live at City Hall. We're really hot shots of
This is a win not only for my client Marcus Tate, but for the people in the justice system in Philadelphia. Most of all, I want to thank my two best friends in the world. Let nothing ever come between us again. To Nate and Colin, my brothers to the end. I'm David.
And what would a married woman like me need from a single man like you?
You are so beautiful.
I believe it.
Fix it.
I will not have a circus in my courtroom.
Everything you work for, make sure you're
I knew it, man. I knew it. They tried to set me up.
I may be a lot of things, but I'm not a murderer. Good families are the lead, but not good
Promise not to ever let anything come between us.
God, forgive us all.
Music composed by the legendary Don Pearson Jr. and Steve Turkett. Rated PG-13. Parents strongly cautioned. Written and directed by Joshua Coates. Based on a true story.
Good job. That looks good.
Yeah.
That looks very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's a contemporary story based on David and Bathsheba.
Yes.
Tell us about your story.
Tell about the story.
Yeah, just
INIQUITY is very scandalous. It's one of the scandalous stories in the Bible about King David taking his top general's or his best friend's wife, having an affair, and to cover up his sin or iniquity, he had the man murdered. Isn't that?
yeah, he did.
He got away with it for a while, but God sent the prophet Nathan to expose him. And the story of INIQUITY is so relevant in our society today. It's touches on so many social issues in the church, in politics, families, and it shows you that consequences. If you make an attempt to do a selfish, you make a wicked decision, selfish decision, that you got to realize that it not only affects you, but it affects your family, your friends, and God is a forgiving God. God will cleanse us. But we have to always remember, if we find ourselves in iniquity, because iniquity is like a cancer, it will begin to eat away. And so this movie, INIQUITY, is like a self-examination piece. I wanted to make a movie for people to look at it, and we don't need Pastor Ruben Gregory, Dr. Ruben, preaching to us. We don't need our pastors beating us up over the head. If we look at ourselves and straighten ourselves out,
Come on now.
the world will be a much better place.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that was the objective that